I've been lucky enough to visit many different theme parks around the world, having ridden almost 300 different roller coasters, which seems like a lot until you realise there's over 6,000 roller coasters in existence. But with these visits to those theme parks and having ridden those rides and covered all these updates and news stories from these various ones that I haven't been to, I'd like to say my knowledge of theme parks is okay. But how would I fare if I was placed randomly at a theme park somewhere around Earth and had to try and work out what theme park I was at? I don't think it would go very well. So that's why today I'm going to be doing exactly that. Because I'm going to be placed in a random theme park, whether it be in Europe, Asia, Australia, heck even Antarctica, South America, North America, or even Africa. And I'm going to have to try and work out where I am. This is not going to go well, so be sure to watch till the end to see me fail. And be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Because 1,500 likes and I will do this in real life, because that would be hilarious. So how are we going to do this if it's not in real life? Well, it's using a very famous game called Geoguessr, and as you can see, I am in it right now. I've got these epic cool shades on, even though it's literally chucking it down outside. And pretty much Geoguessr will place you on a random point in Google Street View, and you have to try and work out where you are. Usually they just do it for just countries, so for instance the United Kingdom. Should we give it a go? And look, it loads a location, you spawn in, and you have to work out where it is. As you can see, there's someone in there watching this video on the telly, and you know, the landscape and the pavement, even the trees and everything, these lampposts, they look like Northern Ireland. So we're going to whack it near Belfast, and as you can see right next to it, 3 miles away, that was actually a really good guess, and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's going to be like that, but for theme parks, and I'm inclined to think it will get harder as we go along. And I'm going to start off easy with UK theme parks by CK Gaming. If I don't get any of these, something is severely wrong. And we spawn in, and instantly I know exactly where we are just from this. But you might not recognize this now because it's very much changed. There's a huge carousel here now, and that area is a lot more open now. But if I take us down here, you might be able to recognize where we are. Yes, this is Chessington, which is just south of London. I am really bad at geography. I literally drive there all the time. How do I not know where it is? It's near Epsom. Chessington, there you go. Easy. And we are right by the Gruffalo River Ride, which back here, oh, I miss it. It's Bubbleworks in this one. But we actually started up near the Adventure Treat Carousel, so we're just going to place it there. And look, 23 yards away. So you get the point of this game now as we go on to the next one. And instantly, again, the UK one's very easy. I'll give you a minute if you want to try and work out where it is. Actually, no, I won't, because you should know where it is. We're at Adventure Island in Southend, because Time Machine right there made me black out. And here we are, Adventure Island, right at the bottom near Southend Pier. And we go near the Archelon, which is where we were. And there you go. 10 yards away. We go into the next one. The fact I recognise where this is just from that shows you how sad I am. Oh, it actually does say Blackpool Pleasure Beach up there. Well, I'm not as cool as I thought. That is, of course, the Grand National. We're not actually inside a theme park right now because we're just outside of it. But that is Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Sorry. Pleasure Beach Resort. We are on this sort of road here, I want to say. Round like there. There we go, 25 yards, 5,000 points. That's the maximum amount of points. Let's try and go for a 25k game. Here we go, we spawn in again. Again, really easy. This is obviously Alton Towers. Of course, it's actually Thorpe Park. We're going to narrow that down all the way to the island. I know exactly where that is. I've been there way too many times. And we've spawned about there, I reckon. There we go, 3 yards away from the location. We're getting closer and closer. And then final one of the round. Oh, I was actually a bit worried then. If I couldn't move, that might have been bad. But no, we've got the nice little mini land. You've got the nice little entrance section up there. This is, of course, Legoland Windsor, and we know where that is because it's in the name. No! I thought that was where I put it. And we got 5 points less. Oh no, we need to redo that. But let's make it a little bit more challenging by doing this mode, which means we can't move around and we can't look around. Let's click play, see where we are. Again, this could be a difficult one, but my sad brain knows that that is the Splash Landings Hotel at Alton Towers. There we go, Alton Towers Water Park. Gonna find the exact location, try and get this as an actual 5k. Yeah, there we go, perfect, love that. Next up, this is Blackpool, got the Grand National. That's a repeat, oh well. At least we're actually in the park this time. So we're going to place it around there. There we go, another 5k, moving on. Oh, you've got to be joking. How am I supposed to work this one out? Oh, I can guarantee you if I could look behind me right now, I'd know exactly where this is, but oh no. This is not going to be a 5k. It looks like Legoland. That's my first initial vibe. And maybe if it is Legoland, it's near the pirate area because of these lanterns. I think that's what we're going to go for. I can't think of any other park that has that pathway. I'm going to stick it around there, I reckon. Oh my god. You know how sad that is that I got that? I don't know, the trees just looked so Lego. Oh, I will take that one. That was a good guess. I believe, I wonder where this one is. There we go, 2 yards away, brilliant. Will we get Legoland once again? No, but this, I believe, is Chessington again. That is the hotel's roof over there, which means we're in the zoo, I hope. And I don't know the Chessington Zoo amazingly, so I'm just gonna put it there. Oh, it's not a 5k, but it'll do. So we know our UK theme parks. Let's try the whole of Europe this time. And for this one, I'm gonna make it so we can't move, but we can look around. And here we go. What are we going to get? Whoa, look at this. Oh, I love this view. Look at that. This is a beautiful place for a park. So clearly it's just a nice water park type park. Really? But then most importantly, over here we have an air race, a sort of like gyro swing, even a little coaster over there. What on earth is that coaster? We've even got a huge water coaster over here. Look how blue the water looks. I think I know where this is. It's just where it is on a map that'll be difficult. Because if you don't know, on this channel I do a series called This Past Week in Theme Parks where I go through all of the theme park news around the world every week. And last year especially, a park in Portugal was building a Mack roller coaster, and it does look really cool, and that park had a water coaster and also various other rides. So if this is in Portugal, then I guess we're going to have to sort of go near the coastline where we can see some more sort of hills maybe off in the distance.
5 minutes later.
We could literally be along anything. I don't even know like where to look. There's like a castle thing there. That might actually be it. Aqua Show. It's in a triangle. This park is in a triangle. You can see we are in a triangle. If this is the wrong water park, I'll be so sad. But there we are, 5k in Portugal. I cannot believe I managed to find that along the south coast. But we found it, 5k. So good. And here we are then. Where is this? Oh no. This looks like it could be some sort of like maybe Tivoli in Denmark. I'm just thinking because it looks like a fun fair, but it's not. That made no sense. We find Tivoli. It actually didn't take me that long. There we go. Looking for a ride called Polyip, if that wants to appear. Unless this is an old photo. Maybe it's not Tivoli. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't see it on the map, that ride there, but I'm just going to place it down because I'm scared it's not even Tivoli. You know what? It was in Denmark, just not in the right... Bakken! Oh, that's the other one. Oh... I knew there was 2 in Denmark, but I couldn't remember what the other one was called. You know what? We're still on a good score, though, so let's get on to the next one. Hopefully we can stay on a good score. Oh... I recognise the name of that park. I just have no idea where it is. This is Frieze Park Plon, which is actually getting a Mack water coaster this year. And the park, as you can see, is in Germany. So we're going to have to try and find it somewhere in Germany. God knows where it is. To maximise on the loss, I think I'm just going to stick it in the middle. I think that's the best shot we have. But I'll put it more towards Hanover, because why not? Would have been better if I left it where it was, as it would have been even closer. But yeah, that was Frieze Park Plon in East Germany. And look, they even have El Toro from Six Flags Great Adventure. Shame they can't take King Dakar as well. That was a worse round, but hopefully we can redeem ourselves. This is in Italy. Even if I wasn't too sure on the park, you can see the sort of mountains around. There's a huge lake over there. No, that's just a building. I can't remember the name of this park, but I know that in front of me is a launched Mara X car coaster. And it's always been one of those rides that I've sat and thought, oh, I'd actually ride that, you know. Guess we are sort of somewhere on here, maybe like there. Oh, yeah, never mind. It's nearer Rome than I thought. Right there, what was it called? Magic Land, that's it. As we head into the next round, as you can see. Oh, oh no, this is really bad. I have no idea where we are. Got some sort of coaster over there. Looks like an old Schwarzkopf, maybe. Got like, oh, I thought that was like log flume boats. I think it's just seating. And we have a terrifying looking ride over here. Oh, what is that? Oh, no. Yeah, this is bad. Is it on that bin? What does that even say? It's sort of reminding me of a park in one of these 3 countries, and I don't know which to pick, so I'm tempted to sort of just maybe... Should we chance it and go Denmark again? Let's go near Billund. Ready? Oh, where were we? Oh, okay, we were in Sweden. It was a Nordic country, fair enough. Where the hell is this? Fjurövik. Fjurövik Sparken. Never heard of this park in my life. What? They have a new generation Vekoma launch coaster. How am I only learning about these places now? And there you go, that's the Europe score. Not great. 16,000 out of 25,000. But either way, for the last 2 rounds, I'm going to try and do theme parks all across the world. We almost mastered UK parks. We semi-mastered European. So we're doing all theme parks by E-Town. I'm going to put moving on because otherwise I'm screwed. And I'm going to do this in challenge mode. So if you go to the description down below, you'll actually be able to take part if you click on the link. And you can do this with me. And hopefully we can both get it right. And here we go. First location... if this is where I think it is, how have we been dropped here out of all the theme parks in the world? I believe this could be Gulliver's. And I only say that because there is actually a wooden roller coaster in the Gulliver's Warrington one. And also because I recognise this dragon fella. And I think this is Gulliver's. And I believe it is in Warrington. Gulliver's World theme park. I've never actually been here. The Antelope, I believe, is what this wooden coaster is called. I think we're around here. There you go, 5,000 points on the first go. I will take that as we go on to the next one. Oh, God. Yeah, we don't stand a chance with this one. What have we got? We've got a drop tower. That looks like a fun fair over there with like a monorail going around it of some sort. And then we have a spinning coaster, aptly named. This looks so abandoned. And I can't even move again. What's this about? Due to the actual architecture, I'd probably say it's like Asia or Africa, maybe? I mean, I don't know where they're getting these lampposts with floating solar panels above them. That could be somewhere in Africa. And you see, I've actually been doing a bit of a Geoguessr, like, playing. I know that they haven't been to every single country in Africa. So the main ones I think they have been is Nigeria, which we'll have a look for. Utawala. It's probably not a big place. No way, you can't see that.
8 hours later.
I don't know. Uganda, Utawala, they start with U. That's my reasoning. And Kenya's right next to Uganda, and we know that they've been in that place, so maybe I should just put it on the edge here. What? You know what? I will take only being 500 miles away from that. I don't even know where this is. Zanzibar. Oh, I have heard of that. And yeah, this is where we were. Kariakou. You could see that Ferris wheel from a distance. There's the spinning coaster, and it actually does have the 4-person trains. That's so weird. How strange. But yeah, we were quite a few miles away from that. Hopefully this one. Lost Island Theme Park. I know where this is. This is in America. Where in America? I don't know. The Iowa Highway 21. Thank you for gracing us with that sign. Keep going along. Please be somewhere. Oh, are we up here? Oh, I think we're getting closer though. Yes, we were getting closer. I think that might be where we are. So I'm going to place it there. Okay, I'm glad I changed that. We got 5k. We're still on a semi-decent score. But yeah, that road sign was a big helping hand. Where on earth is this? Luckily, we can move around though, so we can actually go inside the park, hopefully. Let me in! Seeing a Euro thing, €3. What's this? Euro Park. Oh, well, we must be in Europe. We've got like a slide. There's like a log flume. We've got some sort of frisbee. Oh, no, it's not just some sort of frisbee. It's a super frisbee. Some sort of drop tower, a very painful looking Pinfari coaster that when you move gets changed into something else. I don't know. It feels like it could be somewhere like Czech, maybe. Maybe round Prague? I don't know. I'm very clueless for this one, and we could go searching, but at the end of the day, it wouldn't be searching in the park. Although there is a coaster over there if I can try and... No way. Why am I stuck? Okay, yeah, I'm just placing this where I wanted it to. Not far off. Let's hope the final one is a bit better. I see a Vekoma SLC, and once again, I can't move around. What are these things doing? This is a strange park. Fire something over there. Diverso, Paracasa, Entrada. I'm feeling like this is Spanish. I mean, that coaster over there looks awful. I think we might be near the coast of Spain. Big drop tower and What on earth is that? I don't know. Now I'm starting to think it's like Mexico or something, but I'm going to stick with my original guess and put it in Spain somewhere because that is all I can really think of. I was in the right continent with the Mexico guess, but it was Brazil. Wow. There you go. I did say we were near the coast, to be fair, but I put my guess in the wrong place and then went to put it in another wrong place. So, interesting looking park though. I'm going to try and beat that score one more time, but if you played that first game, let me know how you did in the comments. So this round is going to be the ultimate test. We're going to be able to move around, and also you guys can play along if you click the link in the description for the second game, but we're only going to have 2 minutes to try and find where we are. And here we go. First up, we have... We ain't finding this. Down there, as you can see, there's like an alpine coaster or something. It looks like a slide. There's like an arena over there, loads of buildings. Maybe that's a coaster behind that rock work. This just isn't a theme park. What are you doing up there, wooden coaster? Oh, well, this is interesting. There's no shot. That can't be a roller coaster. Can you imagine that all the way down the hill? Cross Valley Coaster at Towers is screaming. I'm kind of thinking this is a Chinese park. You can see a sort of cable car running there, but it could also be in one of these countries over here because they have this sort of, you know, terrain and everything. Let's go near Wuhan. Oh, okay, it was in Hong Kong, or near Hong Kong. Next up, please give us a good one. Oh, we can't move around, but I feel like I recognize this place. I think I just sort of saw the wooden roller coaster. Is there someone up there? People are just walking the track. This is most certainly Europe, because I recognize that character from the Plopsa parks, and also... Oh, look at him over there. I know there are some smaller Plopsa parks in Belgium and like maybe France areas, but considering we can't move, I'd be inclined to believe that might be around Belgium, so I'm just going to plot that there, no pun intended. And oh no, never mind, it was in Poland. Was it a Plopsa park? It actually is a Plopsa park in Poland. Wow, I didn't know that existed. That is really, really cool. An awful guess, might I add. But, you know, we'll move on to the next one. What on earth? Where am I? At least we can move. We've got like a wild mouse cut. What is up with people just climbing on coasters? Who would do that, eh? Well, I've just seen these flags right here. So we might be in Switzerland, as you can see from the sort of buildings, but that doesn't tell us if we are or not, because it could just be a themed land or something. I've made my way to another area of the park. There we go. Ah, that is in France, this park, but I don't know where. Maybe around here, because there seems to be a lot of parks. Not too bad. On the other side... Fair enough. We got the right country, so I'm quite happy with that. But yeah, we move on to the next one. This is a Six Flags park, if I've ever seen one. This is X-Flight, and I might be wrong, but is this Six Flags America? Didn't know, that one's shut. Yep, if you couldn't tell it's a Six Flags park, then there's your proof. And it's Six Flags Great America. Okay, I was halfway there, just forgetting the word great. What's not great is I don't know where it is, and I feel like it'd be more over this way, so I'm gonna go round here. This might be a bad idea. Oh, okay. It's near Chicago. Fair enough. I'll take that. We click on to the final round. Oh my word. What is that coaster train? I'm actually, I don't even, I've never seen, oh, hang on. Was it the monorail in front of it? Yeah, I think that's the monorail in front of it. I saw the bike like handles. I was like, what? Either way, this coaster looks janky. So let's try and walk along a little bit. I don't know where we would be. Where would this be? I think we might be in the continent of Asia. That is a very strange looking Ferris wheel. But we can't really move too much around this park. I've just done a loop and it sort of just takes you round that way. This coaster looks horrific. Look at that profiling. And we have like a flat ride here as well. And then we got that janky looking Ferris wheel. Mountain range in the background. Loads of trees. Quite hilly. I could not tell you. You know what? We put China for the last one. And we're in Asia. So I'm going to put it in Japan. Let's put it like down here maybe. I mean, my previous guess that I placed down right before that would have been way closer near Osaka, but oh my god. That was a guess and a half. Where was that park? Hiruzen Kogan Center and Joyful Park. Sounds quite wholesome, to be fair. Just a shame that coaster didn't look very joyful. As you can tell, I don't really know what I'm doing when it comes to theme parks around the world, and trying to find them on a map is hella difficult. If you want to see me do more Geoguessr in the future, then be sure to subscribe and leave a like, because like I said at the start, I will do it in real life, because that'd be quite funny. And at the same time, if you want to see me do more Geoguessr anyway, then go and check out the Theme Park Geoguessr series on That's So Mid's channel, where in the most recent episode, I played and did awfully. But did I win? You'll have to go watch it to find out. I will see you next time. Goodbye.